everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a Christmassy themed video. I'm going to try and have kind of mainly Christmassy themed videos up until Christmas, if that's okay with you. I just thought kind of best embrace it. But I'm going to do a Christmas Q&A video today. And I've got a bunch of questions from you guys on Instagram, a couple on Twitter and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to run through them. Hence why I've got my phone here. So the first question I have got is Bucks Fizz or brew for breakfast. I'm Bucks Fizz. This is really weird, but I'm not a drinker, like, pretty much at all. It just really doesn't agree with me, so I just stay clear. It makes me feel really rough, so it's not worth it for me. But I really hate tea as well, like a normal brew, as in tea with milk kind of thing. No, I can't. I hate tea with milk. But I do like Bucks Fizz, and I do kind of try and force myself to have a drink at Christmas because I think stop being such a misery guts. Not that that's why I'm doing it, but I like Bucks Fizz, so we do have Bucks Fizz for breakfast. But if I drank tea, I probably would pick that, but I don't, and I'm not a coffee drinker in the morning, so Bucks Fizz it is. Does your boyfriend buy you presents with your help, or are they always complete surprises? This was a really good question, I thought, actually. It's a bit of both. I do usually sort of mention things that I would like, and then he'll always kind of pick a few surprise things as well. It's just always how we've done it, and the same goes for him. I'll kind of pick him a few surprise things, and then he'll mention things that he'd like too. Then we have, do you think Christmas is more commercialised now? Definitely. I mean, I don't know. I think I haven't experienced it in the same way as other people might have experienced it, because I grew up having Christmas as a child in another country where Christmas wasn't celebrated. We just celebrated it, so it was always very different. And then when I moved here, I like that kind of side of Christmas, the Christmas adverts, the kind of present buying and everything, but I do think it is very commercialised, and I don't think that's kind of the nicest element of Christmas. But you know, I don't know, it doesn't bother me particularly. My hair, on the other hand, is bothering me tremendously today, but I don't know, I'm having one of those I hate my hair and makeup days. Then we have okay, so your favourite Christmas advert of this year. I like the Marks and Spencer's advert. I know everybody goes nuts for the John Lewis adverts, and I like some of the ones that they've had before, but this year's one I'm like, it's alright. I don't know, I feel like the John Lewis ones, don't shoot me, are a little bit overhyped, but the Marks and Spencer's one I really like. And I generally like the Marks and Spencer's one, actually, because they did one a few years ago. It was the first year we were living in this house, so it must have been like 3 years ago, where they had loads of celebrities in it, and it was like Disney themed, and they had like Helena Bonham Carter and Rosie Huntington-Whiteley on a red carpet, on a like Aladdin's carpet type of thing. I really like that one, so I tend to like Marks and Spencer's ones anyway. But this year's one with Mrs. Santa is very cool. I like that one. Just like choked. What's your tips for taking your makeup from day to night for an office party? I'm not going to talk too much about this because I'm going to do a whole separate video about this, because I think it's a really interesting topic, so stay tuned for that one. Best worst present you have received. So the worst present I have received is I hope this person isn't watching it, but they're probably not. But basically, when I was a kid, we had a friend of the family who was notorious for giving not very good presents, in that everything she gave was always used, which is just very strange. And it wasn't because she couldn't afford presents. She could, it was just, you know, I don't know why. But anyway, I got a pair of used false eyelashes one year, and they actually still had the eye gunk of someone else on them. That was not good. And best present, I've had so many nice presents. I think if I had to pick though, for one Christmas, my boyfriend bought me a pair of Christian Louboutin shoes. They're the Roland Zip shoes. They're absolutely crippling, and I don't wear them very often, but that was a pretty amazing moment. Christmas themed books that I like. I don't think I've got a book that's specifically Christmas themed, but to me the Harry Potter books are very Christmassy, because they always came out a little bit around Christmas time, and I would always get the new Harry Potter book as one of my Christmas presents. So to me, the Harry Potter books are very Christmassy, and I mean, I love them. I think I might have to reread them, but really, really enjoyed those, and they're the kind of like that childhood Christmas memory thing for me. Do you have any Christmas traditions that you do every year? Well, we the last few years, kind of my family moved over here as well, but they still live very far away from us. So we live in England, obviously, and they live in Wales, and it's very far. But we usually go down there. We usually stay for a little while. I don't know, kind of traditions as such, if we have. I mean, we do always have Christmas dinner. We usually watch a Christmas movie on Christmas Eve. No, not really that I can think of. I'd like to have some. You know, I'd like to do the Christmas pyjamas and maybe open a present on Christmas Eve, that kind of thing, but I don't know, we don't do that. Tips for buying presents on a budget. This is a really good question. So my first tip is don't wait until December to do it. Everybody does this, and I just don't think it's a very good idea, because then you just skin all in 1 month. What's the point in that? Go year round and just pick up little bits in the sales, in the summer sales, in the January sales after Christmas for the following year. Be organised. And pick up little and often for different people. Maybe have a list on your phone of presents you're going to buy, people you're going to buy presents for, and just pick things up little and often, and try and get it done, I think, before the beginning of December, because December's so manic. I don't know about you, but like I always have a really hectic time in December, because I've always got kind of parties to go to, people to see, and it's that thing, isn't it, where like it's really lovely, but people who you don't see very often then suddenly are like, oh, we have to meet up before Christmas, and you have to kind of fit everybody in, and it's always really manic. So I like to not have to worry about that. And I have got, I mean, today we're what's the date today? The 13th of December. My presents have been wrapped. They're all wrapped right in front of me. I can see them for ages now, and I just think it just makes life much, much simpler. So yeah, those are my tips. Any Christmas themed makeup looks you're scared to try? Not really. I mean, I do like the very glittery eye look on Christmas and things like that, but the lip I've got on today is probably a very Christmassy lip, and I kind of do that type of thing quite often anyway. But I used to always like a really kind of shimmery gold eyeshadow on Christmas Day, and I'm not into that at the moment. I'm kind of experimenting a bit more with eye colours. The one I've got on now is from Rimmel, and it's one of their kind of stick eyeshadows, and it's a bronzy colour, but I don't know, in person I feel like it looks like a really cold brown, but on camera it looks warmer. And I like Christmassy nails. That's something I'm very, very into. So now I've got Nails Inc Feelers Street with some glitter on top. And I tell you what, Christmas nail art, it's not that I'm scared to try it, so I just can't. But I'd love to do like candy cane nails. I think that looks really pretty. My hair, I mean, it just isn't playing ball, is it? So annoying. I mean, whatever. Favourite Christmas or personally traditional foods? I like Christmas dinner a lot. I'm a big fan of the roast dinner in general, and I think if I had to pick, stuffing is my favourite. I do really like all the vegetables. Like, I'm that person who, I love broccoli, I love sprouts, I love carrots, I love vegetables, so I really enjoy that part of it as well. But stuffing is definitely my favourite Christmas thing. One weird Christmas tradition, and I've mentioned this in videos before, that we always got when I was a kid, and we still do now, is we always have a tub of Pringles in our stocking. It's just always something that we always had, and we always have a selection box. Yeah. Lindt chocolate balls are always a Christmassy thing that we have too. Do you have a favourite Christmas movie? I think I need to have a rewatch of some Christmas movies, because I don't know if I have like a favourite one. I do really like Love Actually, and I do think that's really Christmassy. And I love how it has lots of little different storylines in it, and they're not all like really happy. I like the Hugh Grant, Martina McClutchan story. I really like Alan Rickman and Emma Thompson's story. I think that's a very realistic story, and I really like that. I love the my favourite part in the film is the bit where Andrew Lincoln, who, if you watch Walking Dead, is Rick Grimes, who I'm obsessed with him in Walking Dead, goes to Keira Knightley's house with the signs. That's amazing. And then when she kisses him and he walks off and he just says, enough now. I love that bit. Love Actually is my favourite film, but I do really like The Gringe, which is, I know it's a really like weird choice, but I do really like that one. And then last question we have is online shopping or the mall? Bit of both. I do think it's important to do a little bit of shopping kind of in shops around Christmas time because you get that kind of festive feeling, but it's busy and it's annoying and it's cold, so you have your coat and then you have to hold your coat because you're not cold when you're indoors, and there's people everywhere and people bumping into you, and it's stressful. I like it. I don't know what is wrong with me today. I'm like something's not right. I like the kind of the festive feeling, but then when people start bumping into me and things, I'm like, no, I'm done, I want to go home now. So I do really like doing it online, and I do think that you can find more unusual gifts online as well. So places like eBay and Etsy are very good. I always get gifts from there. So that is everything. This is my 2016 Christmas Q&A. I can't believe it's like Christmas time already, it's mental. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and let me know if you've got any other Christmas related questions down below, and I will reply to them in the comments. And I hope you all have a great Christmas, and I'll see you soon. Bye!